Hey guys, it's the Marine here. Gonna do a decisions battle, but I'm gonna start doing these differently. I'm having some issues with OBS recording the videos how I want them to, and so I'm just gonna designate a battle for decisions, and this was one of them. This is in a brand new tank for me. It is the Leopard 1, the Tier 10 German medium. It has a wonderful 107 mil or 105 mil gun. It has no side armor. It's overmatched by pretty much everything. But it has really great depression, great view range, great rate of fire, very accurate gun. The only complaints I have with this tank is the fact that the ammo rack is almost as weak as the PTA, and the dispersion on the gun leaves a lot to be desired. But let's go ahead and get into the replay. So previously in videos I'd be recording it and it would stutter every couple seconds. It looks like the stuttering is okay. But I'm going to take a quick shot here at this Wizzy while I just continue to get up into the forest area. Unfortunate there, it looks like I just barely missed him. And of course I was lit, so let's just get out of here. Any glitches you do see right now, they're happening within the game as well. And so I want to go to an area where I can overwatch just a large portion of the battlefield. This tank is pretty stealthy, although you really shouldn't rely on its camo to take too many shots. So I really just want to stay aware of everything around me. And I believe this was my third battle in this tank. So nothing's getting lit, so I'm just going to progress further up the hill. Now, one thing I've noticed with this tank is that because of the depression, I am able to use locations that I really wish that I could have used the PTA in. PTA only has 6 degrees of gun depression, this has 9. So up here on this ridge, there's a lot of spots that I can get into where I can only expose minimum of my tank, whereas before, I would have to expose quite a bit. At least in regards to the PTA. So right now there's just a couple of light tanks up here. Really not worried about them, but I want to kind of get some shots into them. Wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get blocked and stuck, so. So I'm able to just creep over to this edge, and if the Wizzy pushes, I'll be able to get a quick shot into him, and I'll be able to quickly fall back. Whereas with the PTA, I would have to expose much more of my tank over that ledge in order to get the same kind of shot. As you can see, the bloom on this is rather not brilliant. So I want to make sure that I stay secure. Bit unfortunate there. So I'm just going to poke over here on this ridge using these bushes to camo up through and fire down on the enemy. See, these light tanks are going yellow, so why not feed off of them? And of course, they're not lighting anything. I find this really weird here that these guys didn't light many people. They still have a lot of tanks in their cap. As you can see, the bloom on this tank really is pretty bad. So, time to go after their arty. Now, I know that they're pushing on our caps, so I want to come over here and clear out artillery as fast as I can. Don't want to worry too much about the Tiger 2, but I do want, again, I want this arty dead if he's to be found. Unfortunately, it's lit, but there's this nice little ridge here that I can use. I'm just going to use this to stay invisible, pop up, get shots when I need to. He's focused on me, and so, you know, he's sides to my team. Get a nice tracking shot there. This ridge is perfect. Again, if I were in the PTA, I would not be able to do this. And he's pushing me, which means his side is to my team. One of the nice positions about, or things about getting different angles of fire. I think about poking, but then I realize that's a 268. No. Just tonight, I used this position during a Stronghold skirmish in the Leo, and I actually, because the enemy team, they pushed into the cap, I just sat passively right there, and I ended up doing over 8,000 spotting. It's a wonderful position to be in, and I'm very glad I got into it. Now I see the RU's moving up, so I want to go in and help him. Unfortunately, I'm wrecked. Tracking shot, and then I'm going to back up just far enough that his gunner cannot touch me. I'm just going to worry about tracking him right there. I'm not going to worry about getting damage, necessarily. And so I'm still spotted, so I want to stay as invisible as possible. And this is where the tank really excels with the long-range shots.
They're knocked out.
Oh, dead accuracy. I love it. Really don't want to be hit by this 183. I've been hit once before by the 183 in this tank, and it's never pretty. Very fortunate track shot there, but now he cannot turn his gun to engage me. I'm just going to keep him there. Another thing I've noticed is that this tank seems to lose its drivers pretty frequently. As you can see, this tank is quite the upgrade for the PTA. The DPM is better, the gun handling is better. There's just so much about this tank which really is better. I was hoping for a top gun here, but whatever. Thankfully the RU was able to pick up the kill. We picked up the cap, and we picked up the win. Anyway guys, this is Decisions in the Leopard 1. I absolutely love this tank. I will not say that it is better than my E50M, but it is certainly capable in the right maps. I do believe, however, the E50M is more capable of a carry hard, simply due to the fact that it has workable armor, whereas this tank has pretty much none, especially in the late game, your only armor is your hit points, whereas with the E50M, you really can just use your armor legit. Anyway guys, this was a Decisions in the Leopard 1, and I hope you enjoyed.